Nick was pinned down on the bed, clearly the victim of a scam. But even with a gun pointed at him, he didn't flinch.
I think you should shoot me. Let's be honest, you didn't agree.
When he made his request, though, the woman started to panic. She'd only wanted money, but instead found herself dealing with a madman. Nick told them he had cancer and was dying anyway. The man felt too sorry for him to go through with the robbery. After getting dressed, Nick began mocking their amateur con game. One day, while Nick was betting on horses, a wallet slammed onto his table. It was Annie. She'd stolen his wallet and tracked him down using the information inside. She thought she was smarter than him. When Nick's friend walked over, he immediately recognized her. Annie was completely blown away. All her moves had been part of Nick's plan from the start. The friend introduced her to several people, all top-tier pickpockets on the team. They'd blend into crowds at events and easily lift anything valuable. Annie used her looks as cover to steal plenty of loot, and Nick was impressed with her performance. One day, Nick took her to a game, actually scouting for their next job. Since Annie didn't understand the sport, they started making bets on what was happening around them. When a stunning woman left her seat, they bet on how many guys would check her out. Just as they were finalizing their wager, a wealthy man nearby jumped in, begging to join them. As the woman stood up, the three-way bet was on. They counted one by one, landing exactly on 8.
I'm the closest. I know my leches too. Money, money, money.
The rich guy paid up without hesitation and asked for another round. Nick had no choice but to keep going. He dumped all his cash on the table, and the rich man matched it. Then Nick proposed something crazy. He'd let the guy pick any player on the field, and he would guess the jersey number. The rich man thought Nick was insane. The odds were practically zero. He felt the bet was pointless and didn't want to take advantage of Nick. But then Nick handed the guessing to Annie. Seeing how wild this was getting, the rich man was suddenly intrigued. Annie scanned the field with binoculars, and just when she was about to give up, she spotted a familiar face. Everything clicked.
Number 55.
The wealthy man, completely caught up in the excitement, honored the bet and handed over everything. Turns out Nick had done his homework on the guy. From the moment he'd stepped off the plane, he'd been walking into Nick's trap. The hotel lighting, elevator posters, everything contained subliminal hints. Even the security guards' uniforms had suggested details. So when he saw the heavyset player on the field, he subconsciously picked exactly the number Nick wanted. Annie was blown away by Nick's incredible technique. But before she could even process it, Nick had the driver pull over. He handed her 80 grand and they parted ways. He told the driver to take Annie to the airport, then got into the car behind them. Long after the cars had driven away, Annie still couldn't accept the harsh reality. Meanwhile, Nick was already cooking up an even bigger con.